हरि ओम कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परं गतिं जयत्यदि बलो रामः लक्ष्मणश्च महाबलः राजा जयति सुग्रीवो राघवेण अभिपालितः दासोऽहं कौसलेन्द्रस्य रामस्य क्लिष्टकर्मणः हनूमान् शत्रुसैन्यानां निहन्ता मारुतात्मजः न रावणसहस्रं मे युद्धे प्रतिबलं भवेत् शिलाभिस्तु प्रहरतः पादपैश्च सहस्रशः अर्धयित्वा पुरीं लङ्काम् अभिवाद्य च मैथिलीं समृद्धार्तो गमिष्यामि विशतां सर्वराक्षसां नमोऽस्तु रामाय स लक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्र यमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र जी की जय। नमः सभायै। रामायण लाइफ मैनेजमेंट लेक्चर सीरीज में आज तो 94th एपिसोड 94th वीक संडे एंड ये हिंदू टेम्पल ऑफ लबक एंड द श्रद्धालु लोग को मंगलाशासन करके दास आज का चर्चा शुरू करते हैं। वेयर आर वी? सुमंतरा कम्स and then discusses the things that has happened since Rama left Ayodhya. And this Shravan itself आज तो चर्चा में 3 विशेष अंश। एक ही what is the sandesha, what is the shastra asta, and today is the day where the bhala of mantra Ram mantra ka bhala Dasarath ki वाणी से हम सुनेंगे, because this Ramakatha itself is blessing not only to us, to even to Rama. Sitayaha charitam mahat. So Dasarath ji failed, but he tried his best and he failed. And Vipalaha Sandhi, he tried to compromise. That is what is happening. 57, 58 days, there is war going on someplace. They are not able to come to compromise. Ramayan tells Dasaratha also failed. Samadhanameva Vijaya. Try to compromise. If you cannot achieve, try to compromise. But Dasaratha failed. And because of that failure, Ramayan happened. And this is the Vishay. Rama kahe, Rama kahi, Rama Rama kahi. Imau muni parthiva lakshananvitau, kushilavau chaiva mahatapasvinau. Mamapi tadbhutakaram prachakshase. Mamapi tadbhutakaram prachakshase. The story of Rama, the story of Sita, the story of Pavanaputra. Mamapi tadbhutakaram prachakshate mahanubhavam charitam nibodata. Hey log, hey avadvasi suno, nibodata. Mamapi bhutakaram charitam nibodata. We are also trying to listen, because it is about dharma. कलयुग में नाम ही हमारा तारण वस्तु, नॉट इवन मूर्ति। एक समय हमारे गोष्ठी में पूजनीय जिट्टूबाई जी 3 दिन भारत होकर आए, that to participate in a goshti, धन्य हो। So he is from a Pushti Marga. This occurred when the Prabhuji told me. आचार्य वल्लभाचार्य को एक शिष्य ने पूछा, स्वामी जी आपनो परमार्थ कहते हैं कृष्ण, कैसे देखूं कृष्ण को? यू से वी हैव टू टेक रेफ्यूज इन कृष्ण। सभी अंतराममयम, शुद्ध अद्वैत, माया नहीं। सभी में ईश्वर काम सा, सभी में ईश्वर, बट जीव और परमात्मा एक नहीं, बट जीव परमात्मा का अंश आप बताते हैं। देन यू से टेक रेफ्यूज इन कृष्ण। इन पुष्टि मार्ग में कृष्ण ही परमात्मा, श्री संप्रदाय में, रामानुज संप्रदाय में लक्ष्मीपति नारायण, ठीक है। देन दे से टेक रेफ्यूज, whom to take refuge? He kept on asking, वार्तालाप कृष्ण को कैसे जानूं? वृंदावन जाओ, I can't go. And what do I do? The only thing Vallabhacharya says, although he wrote Anubhashya, if I am right. Long time back I have read once Anubhashya. And Shodasha Grantha, I guess that is the important text for the people in Vallabhacharya Sampradaya, if I am right. Memory se batata hoon. So they said, Sharanagati karo, Krishna ke charan mein Sharanagati karo. Kaise jaun Krishna ko? Naam se mano. That is Naam, Ram Naam, Krishna Naam. So the one you have now, anywhere, even when you are taking bath, Sulabha Sampradaya, Pushti Marg, Ramananda Sampradaya, Abheda Bhakti, Sulabha Sampradaya. Jap karo, Rama Nama japa karo. Kyonki mamapi tadbhuti karam prachakshate mahanubhavam charitam nibodhata. We are also listening to that Mahanubhav. मुने जनुनीये जमनियो वृतारे अरे हूँ अभागियो रे वनमा मुखी ने आव्यो रामा मुनि ने जनुनीये जन्यो वृता. मेरा जन्म तो वेस्ट. गिरिधर महाकवि says, why did my mother begot me? Nobody said this. So Giridhara brings this. After a long time we are listening to Gujarati Vani. So he says, मुनि ने जननीये, मेरा माँ मुझे बिगाड़ किया. क्यों? It became waste. हरे हम तो अभाग्यवान. हरे हूँ अभागियो रे वनमा मुखी ने. I put him, मुखी ने, I left him. Ahavyoram, I am coming after leaving him there. My mother did not do a good job. Karavahu nirdhaya kam. I have done something of no use. Nirdhaya kam. Then he says, oh, but then both of them talk. Then, itna meeti vani. He says, Avo mara Ram Kumar Kuvar Sukumar Mari Agnya Kon Palasere Kon Chalavase Raja Vyavahar. Sarala Gujarati. Mari Agnya, who is going to take care of me? Now I become old. Rama, come. All I have is refuge. Avo. Vaidehi kyan gai re sundara champaka kali sukumari. Beautiful. Champaka jaise pushp, aita soft, mrudhu, latha jaisa. Avo Meri Mavadi Re. Mataji Mavadi. Mera mata avo. मैं तूने दीन दु दुख अपहार. I have given enough दुख to you. ये मेरे माँ. हवे मुखनति देख तो रे लाड कवाया. लाडला मेरा लक्ष्मण किधर है? लक्ष्मण वीर आवोड आख्याधिकार मारूं तन मन धन रघुवीर. रघुवीर, you have taken everything. तन मन रघुवीर. राम ने चोरी गयूं को न आज. You took something from me. देव दुख दींदु गणु रे गणु दुख. You have given enough दुख. हे देवा, पाप मेरे पाप प्रारब्ध. What you sow, so you reap. दैवे दुख दींदु गुण गणु रे मैं शांकरिया हशे कूड़ा काज. आवो मारा Rama Kuvar Sukumara. Rama Kuvar Sukumara. Mane खबर नहीं कि गुजराती मीठी हो इच्छा. गुरुवर्ते त्यक्त राज्यो 3 years. इसकी कृपा. गुजराती पढ़ सकता हूँ, सुन सकता हूँ थोड़ा थोड़ा. गुरुवर्ते त्यक्त राज्यो वचरत अनुवनम पद्म पद्भ्याम प्रियाया. सचमुच बहुत मीठी और प्रेम भरी भाषा गुजराती. तो दास का इन माय व्यू मीठी. आई रेड दैट. एंड देन प्रेम भरी, प्रेम भूमि. गुर्जर देश तो प्रेम भूमि. अब प्रभु ही साक्षी. 3 दिन के लिए कोई नहीं जाता सत्संग के लिए. धन्य वो भाषा. धन्य वो गुर्जर देश. गुरुवर्ते त्यक्त राज्यो वचरत अनुवनम पद्मपाद. In this community, imagine Only Gujarat log comes Shraddha. Guruvarte tyakta rajyo vacharati anuvanam padmapadbhyam priyayaha panisparsham akshama akshmabhyam mrujita patarujo yo harindra nujabhyam vyasavani. What a purva katha. Why this is happening? It is to take care of his father. Vairupya shurpanakya priya vihara rushiropita bhuvijumbaha. He got angry when his wife was leaving him. Bhru vijumba. Eyebrows got angry. Trastabdhir baddhaseto. Trastabdhi. And then he said, if I am not going to come and if, Samudraraj, if you are not going to come and give me way, Sosha ishyami chapamanaya saumitre. I'm going to make this world devoid of Samudra. Then the world will not function. Trastabhyam. Then the Samudraraj got shaky. Trasta. Bhaya ho gaya. Kala davanadaha kosalendraha avatannaha. He had come to quell. He has left for Vana. Giridhara Das karita hai. He left the place to go to Vana. Why did he go to Vana? Look at his thinking. He went to Vana to make the entire world Avana. He went to the forest so that this world, the residing place, Lubbock, Rajkot, everywhere, becomes habitable, devoid of Durbuddhi people. He went to Vana to make the log Avana. Trastabdhir baddha seto kala davanadaha kosalendro avatinnaha. That is the reason he came as a son of Dasaratha. So Dasaratha is going to tell the bad deeds he had done in his life. So he says, what you sow, so you reap. Yatha karma tatha palameva. So who was Dasaratha? Oh, of course, he was a son of Ajay, so then he is the father of Lakshmana, Bharata, Satrughna, Ram. It's fine. Who is he? He is such a mighty Chakravarti. Sambarasura. Indra ke paksh mein hokar Sambaras ko vad kiya. The Asura who beat Indra. That's fine. And more importantly, why we should study Ramayana? Of course, in Vaishnava Sampradaya, whether it is Nimbarkar Sampradaya, where Rudra is Pratama Devata, Pratama Acharya, or Vallabhacharya Sampradaya, we don't believe in Navagraha. We believe in total surrender. But there is a saying to tell why we have to study Ramayana. Because Ramayana Sarva Phaladhata. If you study Ramayana, come like this, Miliji, Hetal, or Mahatapaswini, Deena Bahan. You all have been coming here for nearly 3 years. Why? It is because of you will begot the Agnihotra Phala. Ram himself says. He did all the Yajna, Tapas, Aswamedha. Then they say, I can't do that in Kali. Listen to Rama Nama. That is the reason Shambhun Ram Naam Kavta hai. Mrityu hone pe. Kashi mein, Varanasi mein. So what happens? This Dasaratha was such a mighty person. Why we should study Ramayana? You study Ramayana, you get Sarva Phala. Okay, particularly people are worried about the ill effects of Navagraha, particularly the slow-moving Shani. But then they say, read Ramayana. Then they should tell a story to say that if you study Ramayana, you can cross over the ill effects of Shani, Shanishwara. Why? Because it is said that Dasaratha, according to Padma Purana, not many people know this, in Padma Purana there is a saying that not only Dasarath ji ne Sambaras ko vad kiya, that is the reason this Ramayana happened, but he fought with Shani. He fought with Shanishwara. And he was such a mighty person that for such a mighty person, Dasaratha, who fought with Shani, and Shani was pleased with him, of course, then Dasaratha praised, thinking that he is the Antaryami for Shanishwara is nothing but Paramatma, Ram Prabhu, Narayana. So he was such a mighty person. What Ramayana says, study Ramayana and don't worry about the effects of Navagraha, nothing. Because this is Mamapi Bhutikaram Prachakshase. It's such a grantha. You read this, it is as good as doing Ashwamedha Yajna. Then why it happened? Who was Dasaratha? There is also another story. Dasaratha, why did this happen to Dasaratha? Karma pala. Okay. But then even for a very mightiest person, there will be some circumstance which will bring him down. For Krishna, Prabhuji, Vaikuntha Dham chalne ka karan kya tha? Shaap. Or why 14 years Ramachandra Prabhu went? It is because he wanted to show he is a Manushya and he took upon himself that vrata. And why this happened to Dasaratha? Don't you think that Dasaratha is nothing but a human being? Devadi, great devas like Surya. Even for Surya there are humiliations. If there are humiliations to Surya, where is Dasaratha? Where is Seshadri? What happened to Surya? Once upon a time, these are certain nuances. Once upon a time in some yuga, when Daksha was doing yajna, and Shambhuji came so that he could marry Daksha Kanya, Parvati. You know, Daksha did not do Atiti Satkarams to Shambhu. Because he came like a man with all vibhuti from Smashan. He didn't have any respect. Not only for Daksha, other devatas like Indra, Varuna, Agni also got carried away by this Daksha. That is the reason Daksha Kanya Dakshayani. Then what happened? Surya thought he is mighty. Okay, Daksha is humiliating Shambhu. Okay, this is the chance, let me do. Then he started laughing at Shambhu. And then Shambhu got angry and he hit Surya, and Surya lost all his teeth. Why it says? It's just a story, you may think it that way. That is the reason on Makara Shankaranti or someday you should not put Kadua to Surya. It should be like Lekhya, that is Pongal, Jaisak. Like Poha, Jaisa, you have to do Samarpan to Surya. Nothing hard stuff, because he cannot eat. So this is the story to tell. Don't think you are mighty. Don't think you won a Nobel Prize. Someday or other, you may not be same as you are. It will pull you down. Something, even for Surya, this happened. Pusha, Surya is known as Pusha. So when you praise, you do eulogy to Shambhu, one nama is Pusha Danta Bide Namaha. When you do next time, Mahashivaratri here, this nama will come. And the story is there for this. Pusha Dhanta Bide Namaha. Hey Rudra, what are you? You quelled the ego and garva of none other than mighty Surya. Pusha Mane Surya. That is the reason Surya can only give the rays. He can't hold. So if you have teeth, teeth will hold things. So once people will know, when you age and lose teeth, then all the saliva and things and air will come out, even the small hole in the teeth. But when you have all the 32 teeth, nothing comes out. Because Surya doesn't have a teeth, the rays all come out. Pusha Dhanta Bide, Bide mane to hit, take away. Pusha Dhanta Bide Namaha. These are the things one has to go and find from other Purana, and my father has scribed them all. So I thought these are some new things you might want to know. So this is what is happening. Then he cries, Guruvarte Tyakta Rajye Visarate Anuvanam Padmapadbyam Priyaya. This Dasaratha was caught between two things. One is temptation. Another one is Satya. Satya Swarupa is Rama. Another one is temptation, that is Kaikeyi. So he was tempted like this. Yat Satya Pasha Parivita Pitur Nidesham Strainasya Chapi Shirasa Jagruhe Sabharya Rajyam Sriyam Pranayinaha Suhrudo Nivasam Tyaktva Yayau Vanam Asuniva Mukta Sangaha Tyaktva Vanam. Vyasa Vakya. Ramakatha, Ramopakyanam comes in Bhagavatam, Navamaskanda, Dvisarga. The first sarga is about Rama and the second sarga is Kushaka dynasty. Yes, Satya Pasha Parivita Piturnidesham, Satyapasha Parivita Piturnidesham. The entire 59 sargas, what we have studied in Valmiki Ramayan, Vyasaji, in one sloka he finishes. Satyapasha, the Ramayan Ramopakyanam begins in the Navamaskanda, Dasamat Sarga, Guru Arte Tyakta Rajyam, Guru Satya ke liye he left the kingdom. So what has happened after he married Sita and all that? Satyapasha Parivita Pitur Nidesham. The person who is caught between temptation and Satya, because of that, he took the words of his father and left. Strainasya chapi shirasa jagruhe sabharyaha, along with his wife. Rajyam Sriyam Pranayinaha Sugrudo Nivasam. He left everything, Rajya, friends and everything. Tyaktva Yauvanam Asuniva Mukta Sange. Who had given up everything, Asuniva Mukta Sange. When Asuni mane, the bodies. When the jiva leaves, asuni iva mukta sange. When you are leaving your body and going to mukti, asuniva, like the body being left by atma, when this atma is going to the heaven, asuniva mukta sange. Vyasa very rarely brings all this kavi prasam. He says asuniva mukta sange. So we are here. So Dasaratha has been driven ruthlessly by circumstance. That's what we said. Yatha denuhu sahasreshu vatso vindati mataram. So don't think you do any papa karma, do prayachita. What is the prayachita? Recite Ramanama. Ramanama jap karo. Antar Rama bahir Rama jagat Rama sovat Rama. Antar Rama bahir Rama jagat Rama sovat Rama. There is no kala bed, there is no kala nishta, there is no karma nishta. Just do Rama Nama recitation or Krishna Nama. You are Pushti Marg people, so Krishna, you accept Krishna Nama. Yata Krishnu Bhuvachaka Sabdaha. Krishna Mane Bhuvachaka, the one who protects the world. Yata Dhenur Sahasreshu. You put seed. You don't think that karma will not come to you. I am a witness. Karma will come. But recitation of Ramanama, Krishna Japa will make that pain go away slowly. Like this, don't think that karma will not chase you. It will chase you. Shubhashitam says, in a herd of 1,000 cows, there is one calf. That calf will always, God has given that mind to that brain and mind to that calf, that it will find its mother. Yatha denu sahasreshu vatso vindati mataram tata purva kritam karma kartaram anugachati. Beautiful. Like a calf finds its own, it won't go to some other cow's udder. It will not. So likewise, your purva karma kritam papam kartaram anugachati. That is what we are now. We are in that situation when Dasaratha is going to pour his heart to tell what has happened. Aprikshta manushyaja dhina naga turangama artaswara parimlana vinisvasita nisvana nirananda maharaja rama pravrajana atura kausalya putrahina iva ayodhya pratibhati me. So this sarga and next sarga, you may think it is Vilalapa, cry, because Valmiki says that, hey Manushya, listen. You do something, Papa. In 63rd Sarga, he is going to come tell about Shravana Kumara Vrittanta. Beautiful. Papa. Kausalya did not know. According to Valmiki Ramayan, when Dasaratha was departing, his soul was departing, he is telling Mata Kausalya. But in other texts, it is they know. But this happened some 50,000 years back. Can you believe? This Papa, what he did, 50,000 years back, it's come to haunt him. Dasaratha is 60,000 years old. He was Yuvaka. He was not even married to Kausalya at that time. He never married anybody. So he was Balaka, Yuva. So, Artha Swara Parimlana Vinisvasita Nisvana. There is everywhere gloom and doom. Why Valmiki put this? Because he put this to tell that life is like chakra. Ups and down, ups and down, ups and down. Sutasya vachanam sritva vacha paramadinaya bhashpa upahataya raja tam sutam idam abravit. In this, that is the reason. It is in this circumstance, in this instance, both Giridharadas also, all the three people, Valmiki, we will see, Valmiki, Tulsidas or Mahakavi Giridhara brings the Rama Nama. Japakaro, Rama. How did Dasaratha leave this world? He left the world by singing Ram, Ram, Ram. He Raghunandan, He Rama. So, Sutasya vachanam sritva vacha paramadinaya bhashpa upahataya raja tam sutam idam abravit. He could not, he was like a man lost his sense. Then he says, I did not do what Shastra asked me to do. What did Shastra? I did not listen to elders. So you say something, I listen. I did not listen. Nastikyam anrutam krodam pramadam dirga sutratam adarshanam jnanavatam alasyam kshiprachittatam. So Mahabharata says this. You have to listen to people. If you don't listen to people, you will get into all these problems. Nastikyam anrutam, always you mix with people telling lie. Krodam, anger. Pramadam, negligence, laziness. Dirga sutratam, don't pay much attention. Adarshanam, don't look what is good, what is bad. That is what Dasaratha did. Mahabharat mein iska charcha. Don't be like Dasharatha. Dasharatha says, Sri heto karanat. Sri karanat, I didn't think immediately. Turnam. Just like that I said 2 varas, I gave it to Kaikeyi. Now look at the problem I am having. So you don't have to mix with these people. Think carefully. Nastikyam anrutam krodam pramadam dirga sutratam adarshanam. Adarshanam mane not seeing the scriptures, not seeing the dharma grantha. Jnanavatam, don't mix. If you don't listen to Jnanavat people, alasyam, you are mixing with people lazy. None of you people are here. Kshipra chittatam eka chintanam arthanam anarthajnascha chintanam nischitam anarambhyataha. If you start a karya, you have to finish it. Okay. Mantrastaya parirakshanam. If somebody tells something to you, you should guard it. All this I think Jittubai will characters I see in him. Mangalyasya prayogascha prasango vishayenucha kaschitvam varjayet yenam rajadoshan chaturdasha. These are the 4 qualities Mahabharata. Narad ji tells to Yudhishthira, hey Yudhishthira, you are going to take the crown of Indraprastha. Don't do these 14 mistakes. What did Dasaratha do? Eka chintanam. Always temptation about Kaikeyi. Even when he made a decision that he is going to crown tomorrow on a Pushya Nakshatra Rama, he didn't go to Kausalya's place. All these days he was only attached, and that is temptation, lust only to Kaikeyi. So perhaps Oscar Wilde, most of you would know. My father told me this. Perhaps he read Ramayan. So Oscar Wilde used to say, he's a Victorian playwright, Nastika, but anyway, he tells that the only thing I'm not getting rid of, I can get rid of everything, but only thing I cannot get rid of is my temptation. That is what Dasaratha did. Kaikeya viniyuktena papa abhijana bhavaya. He just puts blame now. I have been inflicted by Kaikeyi, but Kaikeyi has been born in a Vamsa, Abhijana, Papa Abhijana, who has been doing Papa. Can you believe? He is like us, just a Manushya. He says, I have been inflicted by Kaikeyi, but Kaikeyi, I don't blame Kaikeyi. That is what I brought Oscar Wilde here. Oscar Wilde said, I can give up everything but not temptation. Because even at this stage, while he is with Kaushalya, he is saying that it is not the fault of Kaikeyi. Perhaps Kaikeyi's background is wrong. Papa abhijana bhavaya. Abhijana mane the where you are born. Mayana mantra kushalaihi vridraihi sahasamartitam. That is the reason I took Mahabharata. Here he tells, I didn't listen to mantra kushalaihi, who knows good and bad, vriddaihi, elderly people, saha samartitam, who knows things better. Na sugrutbihi, forget all this. At least I should have listened to my friend Sumantra. I didn't listen. Nacha amatyaihi, mantra itvana nagam naigamaihi, not to people like Vasishto, Vamadevaha, Jabali, Kashyapa, Gautama. I didn't listen. Naigamaihi means people who are nipunata in nigama. Nigama means Veda. Veda nipunaha iti naigamaihi. Maya ayam artha sammohat. I have been carried away by temptation. Maya ayam artha sammohat sri heto sahasakrita. That is what? Eka chintanam. Always he was thinking only about Kaikeyi. Hey Priye. So he says, can I gift the entire world to you? Can you believe this Dasaratha who fought against Anishwara, who fought against Vritrasura, who was the father of Rama, goes and presses the feet of Kaikeyi. Don't ask me, can you not do it anyway? Let's take it that he went so low. Don't think why pressing women's feet is bad. Just for story's sake, we take it like that. In these days, I have to do the diplomacy like that. So do it like that. So he went this low. Kiske liye? Sri heto sahasa. Immediately, without thinking, when she said, I need 2 vows, she gave it. He didn't think. Okay, Priye, let's go back to Ayodhya and then let us think and do. If he had said no, she cannot force. But what? Sri Mohat. I have done sahasa. She asked, I gave immediately. Bhavitavya bhavitavyataya nunam idam va vyasanam mahat kulasya asya vinashaya praptam suta yadrichaya. That's what I said. Sandhihi aphalata. Sandhi mane compromise. Vipala sandhihi. That is ajka charcha. He could not get anything out of that. He begged her, okay, let Bharata rule, plus don't let Rama go to the forest. It didn't work. And then he also tried to compromise. Rama, you take me as a bandi. Don't go. You have that valor. Conquer Bharata if he comes. He also didn't do. That is a different story. This is adharma, that is dharma. Anyway, bhavitavyataya nunam bhavitavya. Something is happening that is going to bring this Ram dynasty, Raghu dynasty, Ajamaha Raja's dynasty down. Bhavitavyataya nunam idam va vyasanam mahat. Great sorrow. Kulasya asya vinashaya praptam suta yadrichaya. All of a sudden, this fell on me. Why? It fell all of a sudden. That's what karma. Yatha karma tata phalam. Why it happened? It happened because Ram avatar purti ke liye. Anyway, that's because at that point, why this lady did not ask 10,000 years back? Why she asked that? Punarvasude. Why? That is vidhi. Yatha karma, that has to happen. Daivatam, it has to happen for the good. It turned out to be good because it is Rama Katha. Suta yadhyastite kinchite maya api sukrutam kritam. Then he says, I still have some longing in me that Rama will come. If you think, because people have started cursing Dasaratha, he had become invalid, nobody respects him. Suta, hey friend, if you still think that I have done something good to you, would you go and get and fetch back Rama? Suta yadi astite kinchite maya api sukrutam kritam tvam prapaya. She immediately go. Mam Ramam prana samtvarayanti mam. Tell him mam prana samtvarayanti. My prana is going away. I can't stay. Tell him so that he will come. Ha Raghunandana prana pirite tumah binu jigata bahutu dina bite ha Janaki lakana ha Raghubar ha pitu hitu chita chataka jaladhara. In this Chaupai, Tulsidas brings, if you have to go to moksha, this is what Dasaratha did. All 3 people, for some coincidence, probably they would have studied Valmiki Ramayan. But it is Satya. So all these people say, Ha Raghunandana, when you give up your soul, anayasena maranam vina dainyena jeevanam. If you need this, Vanamali, Gati, Sargi, Changi, Chakri, Chanandaki, do Antima Smarana. But Antima Smarana is difficult. That is why in Vaishnava Sampradaya, you don't have to at the last minute be having conscious to recite mantra. Take refuge when you are young and accumulate that punya by reciting, so you don't have to worry. The last minute when your soul is departing, you don't have to worry. But Dasaratha did all the papa, so he has to. That is why all the Kavis have made sure when he was parting, he made sure he recited Ramanam. Ha Rama Rama Anuja ha Vaidehi Tapasvini. All the Kavis said, Ha Rama, Rama, Rama. They said, what is Ramayan? What is the phala for Ramayan? What is the purushartha for Ramayan? Vaikunta Prapti. Nacha punaravartate, nacha punaravartata iti. Brahma Sutra ka last sutra. Nacha punaravartata. What is the purpose of Jitubai putting $50,000 to the temple? What is it? Karya, karma, fine. But listening to Prabhu Gita is very important. That is very important. Ha Rama, ha Anuja, ha Vaidehi Tapasvini. You people don't know I am reciting your name because I am going to go away. Namam janita dhukkena mriyamanam anatavati ha Rama, Rama, Rama kahi. Look, Tulsidas could not put his pen beyond this word Rama. Rama, Rama, kahi, Rama, kahi. Rama, Rama, kahi, Rama. Yeah, he is bringing the story as if Dasaratha was reciting, but he is instructing us. Rama, kahi, tell as much as you can. Rama, Rama, kahi, Rama, kahi. Rama, Rama, kahi, Rama. Tanu parihari raghubar birahu ravu gayavu suradama. When this tanu, when the jeev leaves this tanu, it is only Rama Nama that is going to come with you. You cannot take anything with you. Perhaps that is the reason. Dina Bahan also says, okay, just to go for 3 days, this much thousands of dollars. Dhanya ho. Yeah. Rama Rama kahi, Rama kahi. Rama Rama kahi, Rama. Tanu parihari raghubara biravu. Raghubara biravu. Virag. He could not bear the separation. The why this story came. Jivatma cannot bear the separation of Paramatma. Shuddha Advaita, Visishta Advaita, Advaita, Dvaita, everything is like that. Only how you interpret man. If you look Anubhashya, he says everything is Chit, Achit, Chetana, Chetana, Sabhi, Krishna ka amsa. It's not Krishna. That is the difference. What is the difference between your Marga and Advaita? They say everything is Brahma. If everything is Brahma, why do I recite Ramanama? Why do I have to do puja to Chandramaulishwar? They are the Hamsa, Krishna. So, Vallabhacharya ji, he was a Shastrik Pandit from Andhra Pradesh. But Gujarati people took him. So Gujarati people revere him because it is Shuddha Advaita, Sabhi Krishna ka Amsa. So you see Krishna, Jani Janardana Bhavaha, Ramanand, Nimbarkar, Gaudaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna, Nam, Chaitanya, very few Lekanam. But always Krishna Nam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. That is, this sarga is to tell the Nam ki Mahima, Ha Rama, Rama Anuja, Ha Vaidehi Tapasvini. Namam janita dukkena mriyamanam anatavati raghunandana prana pirite tumaha binu jihata bahuta dina bhite. 3-5 days have gone past without you. I cannot bear the separation. This Atma has to reach you. Ha Janaki Lakana Ha Raghubara Ha Pitu Hita Chita. You are a Pita Hitwala. Why did you take this suffering? It is because of you making me dharmatma. Ha pitu hita chita chataka jaladhara. I am like chataka pakshi, longing for your kataksha. Beautifully, when Dasaratha was leaving the world, Udhara Akshaha, Valmiki says, how was he? When we are leaving the world, eyes are all sunk. But when Dasaratha was leaving the world, Udhara Akshaha, because he saw the vision of Prabhuji, even though Prabhu was in Chitrakoot, you have to understand this. Prabhu came with Mata, and in Manasik mein, Pratyaksha mein Dasaratha ko Kakshi, like Jaisa Vishwarup Bhishma Pitamaha ko, ऐसा ही प्रभु जी ने माता के साथ दर्शन दिया उधार अक्षहा. Similarly, Rama with such a fondness looking at his Pita. Hey Pita, you have taken the tapas to begot me. It is not easy to get person, Parama Purusha ko bigatna itna easy काम आसान काम नहीं है. तपस्विनी माता कौशल्य. Imagine how much penance she should have done in जन्मांतर में. इतना तपस करने के बाद ही राम जैसा परम पुरुष उस गोद में आता है. like देवहूति. like देवहूति को कपिल वासुदेव ने आया. Devahuti Nyagata. Devahuti Sambhashana. Goosebumps in Bhagavata. So imagine Devahuti. How much tapas that woman has done. Danyaho. Likewise, Kausalya has done such a tapas. So go to heaven. So Valmiki says, we'll see that beautifully. Udhara Dhikshanam. Ram also opened his eyes. Ayata Akshanam. With the big eyes, he blessed Dasaratha. And Dasaratha was also longing and seeing Ram, because people will think, how could Dasaratha go to heaven? One, Nama Mahima. Because of the Nama Mahima, Prabhuji came Pratyaksha. Another story for Nama Mahima where? Draupadi Manasam Rakshana. Nama. He Dwarakadish. Dhanya ho, Gurjas Desh. She didn't say Krishna then. Ye Dwarakadish Deyasata Savitra Mandala Madhyavarti Narayana Sarchijasana Sannivishtaha Keyuravan Makarakuntalavan. That's all. You have to take Ananya Gatihi. I don't have anything. Ananya Gatihi. Throw your arms up. You go to Puri, Dham, Vaikunta Dham, what they say? Likewise, Prabhu, that's all. Even Gurjarades, you go Dwarakadis. Ananya Gatihi, I don't have anything. Na dharma nishtosmi, na chatma vedi, na bhakti man. Twas charana aravind. I don't know anything. Bhakti, not even a bhakti man. Twas charana aravinde. All I know is take a refuge. I don't have anything. So I don't even worry about my vastra. She just held like this. Deya sada savitra mandala madhyavarti narayana sarasajasana sannivittaha keyuravan makarakuntalavan kiriti hari iranyavapu drita sankachakraha namostura drita sankachakraha. So he said everything. Drita sankachakra, you have the sankachakra. I take refuge in you. It is not Krishna who came to help. He was in Dwaraka. This was happening in Hastinapur. Where is Dwaraka? Where is Hastinapur? He heard. He didn't even go out of playing with Satyabhama. Abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadami etat pratam mama nami nai. Naam ka mahatva. Nama siddhant. That is why Chatan Gaudaya Sampradaya, Nama Siddhanta Sampradaya, Bhajana Sampradaya. Go Brahmana Hitaya cha Jagad Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Nama. I don't have anything. Jagad Hitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Nama Shabdam means I don't have anything. I have given up my ego. I have given up my temptation. Na ma iti namaha. I am not myself. I am your servant. Hey Prabhu, you give things what is best for me. I take refuge in you. That's all. She didn't care. All the vastra fell, but it didn't fall. It kept on coming, kept on coming, kept on coming. That is Nam Mahima. So this Sarga is all Namam. So what did he say? Suta yadyastite kinchine maya api sukrutam kritam tvam prapaya shumam Ramam. That's why we said Ramam Ramayati iti Ramam. Antar Rama, Bahar Rama. You sleep Rama, you eat Rama. Sarvam Anta Ramamayam. Krishna also you have to twist your tongue. Maito Rama Bhakt. So I am Vairagya there, aap to Krishna Bhaktas, let it be. But Rama mantra is sulabha. Yad yapi mama eva agya nivartayatu ragavam. If at all Raghava and you can fulfill my request now, nivartayatu rag, bring back Raghavam, Abhilasha. Because he is still Manushya. Na sakshyami vina ramam muhurtam apijivitum. I cannot live without Rama. Athavapi mahabahu gata duram bhavishyati mameva ratamaropya shigram ramaya darshaya. Because he put everything in Rama. Ramaya darshaya. Rama came along with Ma Sita and he was standing laughing. So he was looking at, hey Ram, di udhara dikshanam vrittadramshta maheshvasa kwasau lakshmana purvaja yaji jivami sadhu yenam pashyeyam sah sitaya. I want to see you along with my daughter-in-law Sita. I want to see you as a good-looking man, Vrittradramshtaha, nice teeth, round teeth, like jasmine flower, white. Vrittradramshtaha Maheshvasaha, the one who is having this Godhandam. Kwasau Lakshmana Purvaja Yadi Jivami Sadhuyenam Pashyenam Sahasitaya Lohitaksham Mahabhagum. See, Lord came. Nama Mahima is Sarga. Lohitaksham, shining eyes. Mahabahum Dirgabahum Attamadanga Gaminam Amukta Manikundalam. Arjun ko kaisa mila Vishwarupa, Bhishma ji ko kaisa mila Vishwarupa, aisa. Lohitaksham Mahabagum Amukta Manikundalam Ramam Yadina Pashyami Gamishyami Yamakshayam Ramam. If you don't listen Rama, if you don't recite Rama, you will only go to Yamakshayam. If you want to go to Vaikunta, recite Athanu Kim Dukkataram Yo Aham Ikshva Kunandanam Imam Avastam Apanno Nahi Pashya. Raghava will not be able to see my suffering. Ha Rama Anuja Ha Vaidehi Tapasvini Namam Janita Dukke Namriyamanam Atavat Ha Rama Anuja Ha Vaidehi Tapasvini Namam Janita Dukke Namriyamanam Anatavat Satena Raja Dukkena Brisham Arpita Chechana. Then he got engrossed. He was seeing the Viswarupa of Paramapita. So his Cheta, Arpita Chetana, his soul went to total surrender to Ram. Avaghada Sudushparam Shokasagaram Abravi. Avaghad, he sunk. Avagaham mane to have bath and come. Avagadham mane to sink. Avagadham sudushparam shokasagaram abravit. Rama shoka mahavegaha Sita viraha paragaha swasitor mahavarto bhashpapena jalavila. Beautifully Valmiki says how one can go away from the sorrow. So he uses a great prasa. In Sanskrit literature, there is a great prasa. See, he will compare the shoka of Dasaratha and the shoka of the people in Ayodhya to a vast ocean, and then bring each and every element into the ocean and tell how his body is reflecting, how people are reflecting the separation of Rama. It is known as song. It's a great prasam. So it is known as Sangha Rupaka Alankaram. I'll tell you this, beautiful. The same Sangha Rupaka Alankaram, Giridhara tells, the same Sangha Rupaka Alankaram, Tulasidas says. Just pay attention, beautiful Sanskrit. Rama Shoka Mahavega. I am surrounded in the Sagara. I am Shoka Sagara. Beautiful. Alankara prasam here. So we are all sinking in the suffering, Bhavasagaram, but Presently, what is the ocean? I am sinking and the people of Ayodhya are sinking. Rama Shokam, the separation of Rama. How is that? If you have a ocean, first thing what you have? Waves. Rama Shoka Mahavega. The waves I see in the ocean are similar to the waves of separation. And what is the only solution? The only solution is to make sure that we are united. Sita viraha paragaha swasitormi urmi mahavarto urmi. And then if you have waves, what you have in the waves? You have these bubbles. Urmi. Urmi mane water. Urmi mahavarto bhashpa pelana jala viva. But then people are all crying. The cry is more or less similar to the muddy water on the ocean. Bhashpa pelana jala vila. Avila mane mixed with sand. Dirty. Bahu vikshepami naugau. People are all said, Hey Krishna, Hey Damodara. People are lifting their hand. That is as if I see the fishes coming out of water, jumping in the water. Likewise, we are all taking refuge, putting our hands up. Bahu vikshepa meenaugau vikrandita mahaswanaha. When you go to ocean, what you see? Big sound. Likewise, people here are doing artha dhvani. Vikrandita mahaswanaha. Similarly, ocean makes. So this is simile. Sangha rupa. So step by step he is building. That is known as Sangha Rupaka. When you have a body, you have a head, you have a hand, you have eye, you have nose. Likewise, he is building the shoka. The only concept is shoka. That shoka is compared to ocean. Then he says, when you have ocean, you will have waves. That is like my manas. And then you have to cross this ocean to reach a place. To cross this ocean, the vihara, the separation has to be quelled. Then people are taking swasa, niswasa. That is like this bubbles that is coming in the ocean. And the dhvani, artha dhvani, bhashpa. Then people are crying. That is similar to the dirty water in ocean. Bahu vikshepya meenaugau. Then in ocean you see whales and all these jantus jumping up and down. Similarly, people who, because of separation of Ram, have raised their hands, didn't know what to do. Vikrandita mahaswanaha prakirna kesha Shaivalaha. Then why this happened? It is because of this lady who has long hair. Prakirna Kesha. That is nothing but these milk weeds. These milk weeds and this the one that slips you, the green mosses that slip you. That is nothing but this Kaikeyi. This Kaikeyi who has long hair. Prakirna Kesha Shaivalaha means the Moses. Kaikeyi bhadava mukaha. Then why we are suffering? We are all burning in this separation. That is nothing but the Vadavagni in the ocean. That is the Agni that is there deep in the ocean. Thermal energy in the ocean. And that is the reason you get tsunami when that thermal energy exceeds certain limit. That is known as bhadava mukaha. Kaikeyi is like that. And then the Kaikeyi has huge hair because that is what she said. She threatened Dasaratha by pulling all her braids. That's why Shastra says, don't ask me, I didn't say, women should not leave their hair like this. It has to be tied. Lakshmi will go away. If you don't tie, Brahman ke liye ye shika important. Because every day he has to take the shika, and through the shika in the bath, he has to do Pitritarpanam. We do Prayachita in Brahma Yajna. Similarly, Lakshmi resides in the Kesha Pasha for women. Don't do what I say, at least in the morning, because you believe in Shastra, tie it and then remove. Tie it when you go to temple, pray and then remove. That is the reason. Because this lady threw open her all their hair. That is nothing but the Moses on the water that will slip you. You go to take a bath, right? In Ganga or Sarayu Tatme, if you have those Moses, it will slip you. That's why if you remove hair. Why? This lady is burning in jealousy. Vadabagni. Mamashru Vega Prabhavaha Kubja Vakyam Mahagraha. In ocean you see a lot of crocodile. What is the crocodile for us? It is Kubja Vakyam. This Kubja's Vakya is like crocodile that caught this Kaikeyi. Varavelo Nrishamsaya Rama Pravrajana Ayataha. What is the boundary? Why all this happened? The boundary, Varavela, two Vara I have given is one shore, the other shore. All these happenings are happening because one is Adharma, another one is Dharma. The two vows I, Varavela, Vela mane, boundary, Vara Dve, two vows I gave. Nrishamsaya, this Papi. Ram, she is the one who let Rama go. Yasmin Bhata Nimagnoham, in this ocean, is bringing this Rupaka Alankara, Sanka Rupaka Alankara, and he is comparing his sorrow as that of ocean. Yasmin Bhata, alas, this happened. I have sunk in this ocean of sorrow. Yasmin Bhata Nimagnoham, Kausalye Ragavam Vina Dustaram Jivita Devi Mayayam Shoka Shakara. Hey Kausalya, I take refuge in Rama, you help me. Dustaraha Jivita Devi, I cannot live anymore. Two more sargas, it's gone. Dustara Jivita Devi Maya Ayam. Then, what did Rama say? Satyapurusha, I will come and see my father. Did he not say that? But then we always say this Grantha is about Satya. Rama himself said that he will see Dasaratha. Did he see or not? Trivia, think. He's gone. Then how would Ram's word come true? Ishwar, Maheshwar, Shambhu made sure that he brought Dasaratha from Swarga. When all the Devatas are there, Dasaratha comes and blesses. Then he saw, when Dasaratha was blessing all the entire Ayodhya, Vanara, Bhatta, and then the Ravana, the people were all standing in the entire Sakshi. Dasaratha came from heaven. So he saw, Ram saw Dasaratha. So Valmiki Ramayana is Satya. Okay, it comes in the 128th Sarga of Yuddhaganda. Ashobhanam yo aham iha adya ragavam. Things have gone ashobhanam. Didrukshamano na labhe samaksha sa lakshmanam. I am not able to see in presence. Vyavaharikame I did not. But in Paramarthame he has seen the Swarupa of Brahmam. Iti iva raja vilapane mahayasha papata turnam sayanesa murchita. The last lying in the bed until he finishes telling the story of Shravana Kumar. Iti vilapati parthiva pranashte. He lost sense. Parthiva prithvi pati iti parthiva vilapati, crying. Karuna taram dvigunam cha ramaheto. His sorrow became more and more dvigunam. Ramaheto, he is not seeing in Vyavaharikam because his time has come and gone. That is niyati. Vachanam anu nishamya tasya devi tapasvini. Like you let him go spending $10,000 or something. Likewise. Vachanam anu nishamya tasya tapasvini devi. Mata Kausalya tapasvini. Vatasmaraniya. Bhayam agamat punareva Rama Mata. But he is Rama Mata. She knows because she is tapasvini. Mahapativrata. So she knows that her Mangalya Bhala is going away. So, Bhayam Agamati Punareva Rama Mata Iti Vilapati Parthiva Pranashte Karunataram Dvigunam Cha Rama Heto Vachanam Anunishamya Tasya Devi Bhayam Agamati Punareva Rama Mata Ramo Matkula Deivatam Rama Nam Mahima. He did wrong. For a dutiful son, along with 18-year-old daughter-in-law, to send them to forest is papa. He did papa. Then he went to moksha. Kaisa? Ramnam Mahima. Rame Madkula Deivatam Sakarunam Ramam Bhaje Sadaram. He is our refuge. Ramam Bhaje Sadaram. Ramena Akila Gora Papa Rahitaha. Apt story. Ramakarna Rasamritam. Ramena Akila Ghora Papa Rahita Ramaya Tasmai Namaha. This is what Dasaratha said. Raman Nasti Jagatraika Sulabaha. The Sulabha Nama, that's what I said. I am more biased to Rama. So Raman Nasti Jagastraika Sulabaha Ramasya Dasomyam. We have to take refuge in Rama. That's what Vallabhacharya ji says to his disciple. Rame Preeti Ativa me. Preeti to Rama. Bhakti Marg. Bhakti, that's all. It doesn't mean I don't do Sandhya Andan, I don't teach Veda. That I do because you have to do Karmanyeva Adhikaraste. That is for living. Just do. Atma Shuddhi ke liye, Tan Shuddhi ke liye karma do. But I am not a karmata. Rame Preeti Ativa me Kula Guru Sri Rama Rakshmaswamam. Sri Rama Rakshaswamam Kula Guru. ये तो वशिष्ठ वशिष्ठ को भी कुल गुरु था राम. रामो मत कुल दैवतम सकरुणम रामम भजे सादरम with bhakti. What you should do is at least that 2 minutes when you recite Rama, you recite Sundarakanda 68 sarga, 1 sarga at a day. At least at that time, cut your phone. Ramo mat kula daivatam sakarunam ramam bhaje sadaram ramena kila ghora papa rahita ramaya tasmai namaha ramma nasti jagastraika sulabho ramasya dasomyaham rame priti ativa me kulaguru Sri Rama rakshaswamam Sri Rama rakshaswamam bolo siyavara Ramachandra ki pavamana sududu patu padara Vindamulaku Ninama Rupamulaku Nitya Jaya Mangalam Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarva Bhaumaya Mangalam Jai Sri Ram.